All right, welcome back to the two-stroke turbo unique car channel. Mostly we work on microcars, but today we got the shoes off of this old 1975 Volvo C303 Troop Carrier. It is a four-wheel drive. It is not the six-wheel drive version. And I promised you that I was going to do the brakes on this thing before I went on a family vacation for a family reunion on the East Coast in Atlanta, where I thought it was really hot, only to come back to Portland, Oregon, where it is even hotter. It's 108 degrees today. You can see that Stella is with Grandma at the beach, where it's 66, and I got my door closed. So pardon the sweat if it happens to run down into the microphone. I had to turn my fans off just to give you guys some good audio. But we're working on this old Troop Carrier, despite the weather, and I got the drums pulled off. And this is a really interesting vehicle, and I want to go through it with you. First of all, we got these big old mud type terrain tires. You're probably aware of the grippy large diameter wheels those are. I guess those are probably 17s or 18-inch rims plus the tire. You're looking at probably 38, 36-inch tires. And the reason these things can go where they can go, if you look closely here, we've got our rear axle which comes across, and the axle actually ends right here where there's a gearbox attached to this axle. It's called a portal hub. So there's a gear in the end of the axle, which then goes to another gear down here, gives the car more lift and actually more power, because you can change the ratio of the driven to drive, if that makes sense to you. But we're not getting into the axles too much, other than we've got to do something about these brakes. So on the back brakes of our Volvo, I'm going to peel back the dust boot, and you can see there's lots of corrosion in there. The dust boot is really rotten, and the shoes are sort of wet. You can see this is dry here. This is sort of damp. So these things have been weeping. It's time to do something. This is a normal wheel cylinder. When I say normal, that it has a fitting on the back side that allows fluid to come in. You step on the brakes, the wheel cylinder expands on both ends like this. What's hard about these, or doing these brakes, is you've got this big old open 6-bolt flange, 8-bolt flange, whatever it is, and the hardware is way in there. I don't know how I'm going to get those springs, but I'll figure it out. On the front of the truck, let's move up here. We did the shocks last time. See the bright red Coney shocks. This one shock was severed. It's a little different. We have what are called dual wheel cylinders. Let me explain. We have dual circuits, and we also have dual wheel cylinders. So if one circuit goes bad, you still have an emergency circuit. So we've got a blind hole wheel cylinder on the front, which pushes down. Hey, that's wrong. That means because the other side pushes up. I think I'll go check. So it's just a blind hole, which means it pushes only one way. And we've got another one here, which pushes this way. And you can see again, brake shoes are dry on this one, but lots of moisture, lots of material, shavings. And I bet you if we tried to pull this off, we'd get, oh, look at that. It's leaking. It's wet. So those need to be changed. What's nice about this is the customer supplied the parts, and they appear to be Land Rover parts. Comes in an English box like this. I don't know which Land Rover, but that is a brand new wheel cylinder for a Volvo. However, it's British. It's got the stamping of the right on there. These drums are, what do you call that? Keeps them from ringing. There's a special seal on the outside edge here that's rubber that seals up against here to keep dirt, water, and mud out of the brakes, but it also acts as a dampener. I think that's the word I'm looking for, is a noise dampener. Neat vehicle. Portal hubs on the front as well. Let me turn this thing. This truck does not have power steering, but it turns rather lightly. Look at how easily I can move that steering. We've got great big ball joints, kingpins. on the inside of the CV. So this front axle, being that it turns, has to have a joint here to allow it to turn. So our portal axle is off of a joint and goes down to where the center line of the axle goes here. In other words, there's a gear in here, transfers power to a gear that's lower, which then transfers power to the wheel. And this hub has been leaking a little bit. I think it's leaking here. So I'm going to see if I can figure out how to stop that. A little more involved and difficult than a normal brake job because, like I said, all your brake hardware is way in there, and I'm not sure how to reattach that, but I'll figure it out. It's all manually adjusted from the back. There's no self-adjusting, and of course there's 2 wheel cylinders on separate circuits for the front brakes. But really a neat rig. If you look a little further here, you can past our dual brake lines and look to the axle. You can see that's our differential lock, which is vacuum actuated. We have one more hose that goes to the brake assembly, and it's just a vent. It allows water and, well, probably allows water not to get into our wheels, or allows it to vent out. Pretty awesome. Lots of articulation, lots of lift, even though it's on a spring, a leaf spring. Really a neat rig. So I got to get working here. I'm sweating. I can feel the sweat running down my back before it gets too hot. It's supposed to be 110 tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to finish this like I thought. It's just hot. Again, back to the rear, we have normal wheel cylinders, which are the kind that expand like normal. So let's get a little further along. I might bring you in and check out some more neat features. There's another locking differential in the back. This thing is like a cat on a screen door, I bet. Super fun. All right, let's get to work and check out the next video on the progress they make. Thanks for watching.